guys, go back to channel 4. Another reaction. We're taking a look at one of my favorite bands, I would say, to come back and listen to, especially from back in the day. And I would say this band is probably one of the best, most underrated bands out there, I would say. They definitely deserve more popularity. They definitely deserve more recognition, especially being a band for so many years, decades at this point. And I'm talking about, like Moths, To Flames. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know who this band is, you guys, I would say, are definitely missing out. Because if you miss that old post-hardcore, metalcore, hardcore days, with those deep-sounding chugs, with those fast-paced riffages, with those deep-hitting breakdowns and high-pitched screams, you guys would definitely love this band. They are definitely one of my favorite bands from back in the day. And I would argue that these guys are probably one of the most hard-working bands out there, because over the past couple years or so, they've been releasing track after track, album after album. It seems like a year or two apart, they've been releasing another album, or EP rather, or even singles, you know, just non-stop, one after the other. Like for a moment in time a couple years ago, it seems like these guys were just on a roll. It was just like song after song, track after track. You know, it was just insane how much new music these guys were writing, you know, a couple years ago. So I think I did a live stream reaction on this album. No, I don't really remember. I think I did. I'm not too sure. But say is each album hits hard. It's just the same consistent heaviness that you would expect from this band, mixed with a little bit of twists here and there. Nothing too crazy, but at the core root of it all, it's just hardcore metalcore at its finest. And I love these guys, man. I definitely love these guys. And I didn't know that they came out with a new track about a month ago, so this one completely flew under the radar for me. And then they came out with another one a couple days ago, so we're gonna check out the older one first, and then after this one we're gonna check out the newer one in another video. So if you guys like this one, be sure to stay tuned for the next one. But either way, I'm super excited, I'm super hyped. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe, I appreciate it, and to really help me out. And if you like on awesome. And if you like Moths to Flames just as much as I do, be sure to like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome videos. We're just getting started on these heavy bangers, ladies and gentlemen. And also, very quickly, for those of you that don't know, I released my very first original track over on my channel. Be sure to go over there, check it out, let me know what you guys think. Because if you're a fan of the more hardcore, metalcore side of things with deep sounding tones and deep sounding breakdowns, you guys would definitely be a fan of this one, let me just say. And if you like it, there's gonna be plenty more coming your way in the near future as well. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. So this is Like Moths to Flames' second newly released track, titled I Don't Want to Be Here Anymore. Let's go, boys! I'm always waiting for some more Like Moths to Flames. Give me those deep sounding tones. Give me those creepy vibes.
Does heaven ever
I'm in.
for me when I beg for a God that I barely believe in? Never a vacancy that makes it worth the sacrifice.
Let's go, boys.
I fucking die every day of my life.
Ooh. Oh my God, I don't think I heard squeals that high before.
It's never enough to just let my breath, my body oppressing, the world never let me go. My love's deteriorating, I can't speak for it. How long till I suffocate? How long until
Oh, let's go, boys. Rip it up. Woohoo! Dude, it definitely locked a whammy on this one. Oh my God, where are we going? I thought like we were gonna slow it down for a minute. Keep it going, boys. Oh, what are those noises? Oh, chug it up. guitars don't want to be here anymore. Oh my god. These guys are insane, man. See, you can't underestimate, man. They're just so powerful. They're so raw. They're so intense, man. These guys are insane. These guys are definitely insane. If you just want some heavy hitting music just to turn your brain off for a minute, or just to put some heavy in the background, put these guys on. Put these guys on, man, because they just will not disappoint you. They will not disappoint you whatsoever. The only thing they would do is surprise you, because you don't know what's coming next. You don't know what crazy hit and riff is coming. You don't know what crazy hit and breakdown is coming next. What screams are coming next. What whammy chords are coming next. You know, I don't think they used the whammy, in my opinion, before, to be honest. I don't know. They may have in the past. I just didn't really notice it. The whammy pedal is up front on this one alone. I would say that's the star of the show on this one. The whammy pedal alone. Because I don't think I've heard a tone go that high. When they were doing that whammy on the lead section, when it was just going as high as it could possibly go, I don't think I've heard it go that high before. It was kind of unsettling, to be honest. A little bit too high of a note for me, but I think they just wanted to go as crazy and as more chaotic as possible, I would say, in this track, and it definitely showed, man. It definitely showed from the riffs, from the down tune breakdowns that they were doing, from the the drop tunes they were doing as well, some of the chugs there, which was very crazy nonetheless, man. Very surprising, definitely hit hard. Kind of a short one, kind of like a short little sweet heavy piece in this one here, but like I said, they probably just wanted to make a heavy one just to be heavy, just the most chaotic song possible, I would say. So definitely borderline deathcore in a way, I would say, at least on the guitar tone sort of things, but it still has that kind of post-hardcore play style, I would say. But when those breakdowns come, though, they hit hard. They definitely hit hard. Not guttural sort of, mix high scream and low scream at the end there for the last note, the final note of the track there. Definitely unsettling. Definitely brings like the fearness, I would say, when listening to a track like this. It kind of feels like they're trying to scare you. So this just gives me more excited to see if they're coming out with another album already, man. These guys have, I don't even know how many albums they have at this point. I'm pretty sure they have the most albums in any metalcore band out there, I would say, because it's like I said, from a couple years ago, they were just putting out single after single, track after track, album after album, it seemed like. So I have to count how many total albums these guys have. But if they're gearing up for something else as well, I have no idea how much time these guys have on their hands, because it takes so much time to create a track, to perfect a track, especially creating whole albums, I would say. So I have no idea how much time these guys have. I don't know how they're allowed to have this much time, because I'm sure they tour here and there on sort of like, supporting headlining acts, but they don't tour that often. So I would say, so maybe that's the time they have the right to write new tracks as well. But they definitely prove how to write some damn good heavy music, let me just say, and they definitely do it well, I would say. So don't sleep on these guys, especially from back in the day. Go back and check them out from their debut album as well, because it definitely smacks, and I would argue it definitely still holds up nonetheless. But we're going to keep it going here. We're going to check out the next one right after this video, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, because we're going through every single band channel and down on the out on a single one. Guarantee that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.